What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We're starting off a new series with Dreamcatcher. I believe it's the Nightmare series. Hopefully, this is the correct order. Chase Me is the very first music video that we will be checking out. I'm incredibly excited. Dreamcatcher is already one of, if not my favorite group that I've checked out on this channel. I absolutely adore them, and I cannot wait to get into it. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Happy face. Oh.
자꾸 나만 보면 안 된대. 짜릿한 걸 원할 뿐인데 텅빈 사람들 꿈속은 따분하잖아. 어젠 간단하게 스릴러, 오늘은 뭘 해볼까? 발칙한 장난을 시작할 거야. 어둠 몰래 다가가서 꿈속에 뛰어들어 난 껍질이 막 터지듯 깜짝 놀라게 baby. 조용한 세상이 잔뜩 소란해질까. 막을 수 있니 막을 수 있니. Chase me 한번 날 잡아봐. 아슬아슬 거리에서 벗어나는 적이 없는 걸. Chase me 그래 날 찾아봐. 아무도 멈출 수 없어. 날 더 잡을 수 없게 다른 꿈에 몰려 숨어들 거야. Chase me.
Let's have a proper listen first, then take it back, and let's have some thoughts later.
뭐가 나쁜 거니 도대체. 본능은 난 따를 뿐인데 빨간 사과를 한 입 딱 베어물고서 잠깐 나이란 게 뭔데. 그래 나를 맞추려 해. 그저 규칙적인 심장박동 위에 7가지 작은 놀이를 선물해 매일. 시각을 모두 꺼내들어 꿈속에 가득 던져. 오늘을 몰아치듯 어지럽힌 날 baby. 포근한 베개가 조금 축축해질걸. 막을 수 있니 막을 수 있니. Chase me 한번 날 잡아봐. 아슬아슬 거리에서.
That wasn't creepy at all. That was quite the visual.
벗어나는 적이 없는 걸. Chase me 그래 날 찾아봐. 아무도 멈출 수 없어. 날 더 잡을 수 없게 다른 꿈에 몰래 숨어들 거야. 너무나 바쁜 걸 아직 갈 때가 많아. Chase me 호기심.
I have lots of places to go. I will spread my curious imagination. So does that mean like I have other people to chase?
가득한 상상을 다 펼쳐볼 거야. 나를 짓궂다고 해도 또 나쁘다고 해도 잘 모르겠어 난 이런 게 바로 나인걸. 날 비춰오는 네 모습 가까워져.
Or rather, he's chasing them because he knows that something is wrong, even though he can't actually legitimately prove it, much like that camera. Like, he sees one of the girls, but with the camera, it's impossible to see her because she's like this ghost. But it doesn't change the fact that his memory is still there, and he can, you know, he was drawing them and whatnot in the beginning.
그렇게 쉽게 잡힐 내가 아냐. Chase me 계속 날 쫓아봐. 더 끝까지 숨이 차게. 내 트리거 매일 새로워. Chase me 그래 날 찾아봐. 아무도 멈출 수 없어. 날 더 잡을 수 없게 다른 꿈에 몰려
So is that like a representation of the fact that that hotel or that building is haunted and he's chasing ghosts essentially? He found them. Will he call Sam and Dean Winchester? Was there any sulfur? Any weird smells? Any black smoke? Let's take it back. So essentially, if I'm getting this right, he is pretty much like a Sam Dean Winchester. He's looking for like paranormal activity. He already has the file, right? With the images of the girls. And the second he tries to pick up on which girl he saw, which he tried to film, but the camera obviously doesn't pick up ghosts. It's a well-known fact. But the second he tries to pick up which girl he saw, exactly his pencil breaks and he starts bleeding. So the second he enters that room, essentially the games begin and the Dreamcatcher girls start messing with him, doing all of this crazy shit to him with the doll, him kind of having the solution of the fact that he doesn't have any eyes, and all of these kind of, in a way, some of these things were very childish. Like I believe it was Guyon who was throwing the books around on the ground, kind of waking him up. Some of the pranks that they pull on him are a bit of the immature variety, which maybe kind of suggests the fact that by the end of this music video, he finds the room with all of their images and he smiles because his suspicions or whatever were true. He found them, he chased them, and he caught up to them. But the lyrics did say that it's getting close, but I'm not that easy to catch. So maybe they were trapped in that building because they were killed there. There's a lot of innocence in the way that they were acting towards the end of this music video once the song actually finished up. And so it's very, very interesting. I want to take it back and see if we missed something, because this was awesome. So he already has a camera and he already knows what he's about to do in this hotel / building. He wasn't afraid of the ghost that he sees, even though he cannot capture her on film. He doesn't seem to be all that phased because that's exactly who he is essentially looking for. Like so he's chasing them, they are chasing him because he's chasing them. And I love how I just want something thrilling. Empty people's dreams are boring, as it kind of equates to this music video of them kind of fucking with this person and kind of making his dreams a nightmare. Because empty people's dreams are boring, so let's spice it up. And I made a simple thriller scene yesterday, as she literally had this little thriller scene with this investigator. Do something outrageous, and so I'm gonna fuck with this guy. The quiet world is going to get a lot of noise, as his essentially quiet world is about to be turned upside down for trying to chase them, as he tries to draw them and kind of remember which girl he just saw that he couldn't capture on film. The pencil breaks and he starts bleeding, so the girls essentially already started messing with him physically. And I like that she's swinging a clock as if the tick of the clock, the time is running out for you to catch me, but for you to also lose your mind over the things that we are going to do, because we want that thriller. Because boring, empty people's dreams are boring, so they are essentially like using this hotel to haunt you and spice things up, which, you know, I'd rather you ask me for a day on a date first and then kind of give me nightmares, but you know, to each his own, I guess. Oh, I love the guitar, the riff is beautiful. Red apple bite, temptation, sin. Give me 7 different little presents every day, as there's literally 7 members to Dreamcatcher, as they're like having like this ritual to cast a spell on this doll, perhaps like this voodoo cast, as they're going to continue messing with him. This is quite something. And again, Dami's voice is just something else. Like, it's almost like by saying bang and can you stop it, they're daring him to catch them and to chase them, essentially. Like, he was already chasing them, but you know, they're gonna make it interesting, make you dizzy, baby, much like these lyrics should suggest. This is like they're messing with him on every level, in his dreams, in reality, trying to drive him insane. But I think that he's a very skilled, perhaps, investigator, and he's already dealt with something similar, perhaps. And it's not his first rodeo, essentially. And they're like literally doing everything they can to mess with him. Even change the numbers of the rooms. Like there's something a little bit comedic about the way that they're messing with him, a little bit childish perhaps, which kind of makes me feel like, did they die in this hotel in unfortunate circumstances, and then it is just kind of like the cycle of them understanding that they are bad ghosts that need to be destroyed, kind of like in Supernatural, I guess. Like, not all of them come to the realization that I'm doing something bad. So maybe we will have something similar to that as the series unfolds. I'm not sure. Every number is 808. Yeah. And a lot of places to go. I'll spread my curious imagination. Like, I'll do whatever I want, because my fucking up with you is only bound by my imagination. I can do whatever I want and create whatever nightmare I can only imagine to make you suffer through. And as he looks through security cameras and sees that he is being chased by nothing, And I don't know what is the problem. I am the way I am. Maybe that's kind of like them saying, what do you want from us? We just wanted to exist in peace in this hotel, and it is you who is chasing us, perhaps. So maybe that will lead to a couple of unfortunate events throughout this nightmare series and whatnot.
내 뒤쫓는 네 모습 가까워져 오는데 그렇게 쉽게 잡힐 내가 아냐 Chase me 계속 내쫓아봐 더 끝까지 숨이 차게 Dangerous 내 트리거 매일 새로워 너희는 또 어딜 갈까 Chase me 그래 날 찾아봐 아무도 멈출 수 없어 날 더
Is that the room that he saw her go in, or is he just going room by room? And then we see these flashbacks, seemingly what looks like flashbacks, essentially, of them being childish in a way. And he goes on with an axe to kind of like tear this whole hotel down room by room to find them. So yeah, that is probably a flashback. And maybe he's about to enter the room that he enters, in which there are all those photos of the girls. Maybe that's the room in which they have like this flashback scene as well. So yeah, that is the room that he found, that once upon a time they were happy. And maybe him smiling, I'm not sure what that represents. Maybe that gotcha. But I don't know what will he do with that information. Maybe that will allow him to dig deeper into their story, perhaps. And he's gonna find some clues or something. Find out what happened, or just the fact that he finds that room. Maybe there's something in that room, much like in Supernatural. If you find the bones, or you find something that relates to that ghost, right? You can destroy the ghost by burning that thing. So whether it's bones, maybe it's something that they touched. So maybe he found something that will help him in catching them and getting rid of them, perhaps. Or maybe he just found some type of proof. I'm not really sure, but this was an absolutely awesome music video. It was so different to hear that guitar riff right off the bat. It was wonderful. I know that there's a bit of a time change in terms of how long ago this music video came out as opposed to some of the other stuff that I checked out. But this was beautiful. This was absolutely fantastic. This totally fits like if somebody wanted to make a fan-made video to like Supernatural, this is an awesome song for that fan video. So this was absolutely awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon. I recently started reacting to Dreamcatcher Mind episodes 1, 2, and 3, I believe, are up, as well as Queendom season 1 and 2. Road to Kingdom is coming next week, as well as after that Kingdom, Legendary War, and lots of other Blackpink content, BTS, and all kinds of stuff on Patreon. So if you want to see those exclusive reactions as well as support the production of these videos on YouTube, check out the link below, and I will catch you all in the next one. This was fucking beautiful. I love Dreamcatcher. See ya.